Well, we are so blessed in Portland to have Hoyt Arboretum, and I am with Martin, who is a curator here, and really this is a wonderful year for you, isn't it?
It is. This is our 90th anniversary. April 25th is our birthday, and we've been growing these trees for a long time.
It is a long time. And so give us a little bit of a history. It's like, who thought of this wonderful idea to have this arboretum right here in the middle of the city?
So some of the original ideas go back to like the original Olmsted plans for Portland Parks, which was sort of in the early 1900s, and Emanuel Mish and a few other people said we should have an arboretum in Portland. It's a great location. We have a good climate. We could grow a lot of trees from around the world. But it wasn't until like quite a bit later that they got all the funding and got a lot of the pieces lined up. And there was the Portland Park superintendent, Paul Keyser, and Thornton Munger, who was a regional forest supervisor. And they actually took the petition to make this an arboretum to council, and that's why we celebrate that date as our birthday.
Really visionary people here in Portland. And so this map is really one of the first drawings, landscape plan of the Arboretum.
Yeah, so the map came a little bit after we went to council, and so this is from 1930. It was Duncan was the architect, and he created this great layout, and a lot of the trees from this layout are still here. Oh. And we're actually going to go out in the field, and we're going to go look at one of the first of the collection trees that was planted, and it's plant number 68 in here, and it's a grand
right
fir.
There,
yeah, we're going to go check that out here in a second.
All right, so you'll see us next. We'll be right in the Arboretum. Let's go.
Excellent.
Now we've taken just a short walk from the visitor center. So Martin, where are we now?
So we're just off of the fir trail, and this is really what we consider the true fir collection, so the AB's collection.
And then right behind us is number 68.
Yeah, this is that tree that we found on the map, and this was actually so this was planted in November in 1930, so really it's the first of the collection trees that was planted in the Arboretum. There was a group of trees that were planted. It wasn't just this one. There was a grove of grand firs that were planted.
And really there's more heritage trees right around here too that are just within stone's throw.
Yeah, so this was the part of the Arboretum they started planting in. And initially the Arboretum was really focused on conifers. We have a big tree collection outside of that, but because of Thornton Munger's connection with the U.S. Forest Service, they were developing a research arboretum called the Wind River Arboretum near White Salmon. And so they were bringing seeds from conifers from all around the world, and then they were sharing that plant material with Portland Parks and Recreation. And then once the material was big enough, they started planting it out at the Arboretum. A lot of the trees aren't still there in Wind River because it's a lot colder. But for us, a lot of those original trees are still growing here at the Arboretum 90 years later.
That is amazing. And really it's grown from that original 80 acres.
Yeah, now we're about 200 acres. And the original plan was for about 450 species, and now we have over 2,000 species.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
So where does the name Hoyt come from then?
So the Arboretum is named after Ralph Hoyt, who was actually a Multnomah County commissioner. And when the land was originally owned by Multnomah County, he helped to make sure that it got transferred to Portland Parks. And then it was called Hoyt Park for the years up until it was designated as the Arboretum.
Well, you know, it's always a wonderful time to come and walk at the Hoyt Arboretum, but this month especially, there's so much going on. So I'm going to go talk to Anna, and we'll learn more about the events that are going on this month. Well, now I'm with Anna, who is the executive director of the Friends of the Hoyt Arboretum. Well, what a wonderful position that is.
It's a lot of fun to work up here.
I bet, I bet. And what a fun month April is. So tell us about what's going on this month.
Sure. Well, we always make a really big deal out of April because it's Arbor Month, and it's the beginning of many of our public programs. So, for example, every Saturday and Sunday, we have free tours of the Arboretum that are led by volunteers, and they leave from our visitor center at noon each day, and so people can just drop in and take a tour and learn a little something about one of our collections.
Very nice.
And then we also are trying, because it's our 90th birthday year, we're using this opportunity to kick off some new programs. For example, this morning we had our first preschool program that we're calling Tree Time. Aww. So we had 16 2, 3, 4-year-olds up here, and they went out for a little walk and then did a craft activity. We're having some history talks, some classes, and a book group and some guided hikes. So a little bit of everything. We want to bring all kinds of people up here to Hoyt Arboretum to learn a little something about trees, to introduce some new people to the Arboretum.
Well, definitely. And I heard something about a birthday party.
There's a birthday party because you only turn 90 once.
Of course.
Right, so we want to make a big deal out of it. So the last weekend in April, on the 28th, we're having a big family-friendly party at 10 in the morning, and we'll have some music here, right here at the Stevens Pavilion. We're going to have a story time on the redwood deck. Timber Joey is going to be reading the story. And we'll have some crafts, and of course we'll have a big birthday cake.
Oh, well, we got to come for cake.
Everybody
right?
to come join us on April 28th to help celebrate 90 years at Hoyt Arboretum.
And Anna, I would think that organizations, you always are looking for people to help support, and where do we get information about that?
Sure. Well, I invite everyone to visit our website, which is hoytarboretum.org. And the Hoyt Arboretum is almost 200 acres, and it takes a lot of time and energy and volunteers to keep this place looking nice for visitors and then to engage people here. And so the Hoyt Arboretum Friends is a membership organization. There are people all across the city who join together to provide some extra support for Hoyt Arboretum.
That is wonderful. So really, you can come here, you can have a great time, but you can also support the Hoyt Arboretum in many other ways. So please go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website, and you can find out all the information about what's going on here. Thanks so much, Anna. Thanks for all you do.
Yeah, thanks.